Good morning, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Hit that like button for me on your way in. I'd appreciate it. Time for tarot. Welcome in, dear. Welcome in. Jasmine, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. Lots of sunny days. Hey, Sarcastic Cat. Hey, Martha. Welcome in, girl. Welcome in. Hope everybody is doing well. Everybody got their coffee, got their tea, got their soda, whatever they're drinking. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Definitely. You know, it's just I'm just work every day. Hey, Constance, welcome in, dear. Hey, MB. Ooh, windy in the big city, huh? There you go. Welcome in, dear. Hope your mom's doing well, MB. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you are all here. Awesome. Awesome. That's good news. That is good news. Well, you got to be you every day, my dear. Instead of having to work on the run. You talk about somebody who's a busy person. MB is a busy lady. She didn't talk to you in Polish. You just shake your head. Okay. Hey, PK. Welcome in, dear. I haven't seen Jean in yet. Jean's not here yet. I haven't seen her yet, but PK and Constance they are on it. They are on it. They are in and handling it. Okay, guys, let's get into this for Aries. Let's get into this for Aries. What does Aries need to know right now? What's happening? I like these cards. They're the Situation Love Oracle deck. They come up with some stuff, let me tell you. Okay, guys, I do have a quick announcement before we get really into this. Right now, Magical Fantasy Tarot is on sale, 35% off. It's on the TikTok shop, and it's also on Etsy. My link for the Etsy store is in the description box of any of my videos. You can go there right now. They're at 35% off. It's a great deal. If you're interested, most definitely. North Carolina, North Caribou Lake. Oh, Josephine, welcome in. Welcome in. I love that I have followers all over the place. And it's nice to kind of see when you look at it and you go, wow. That kind of it still blows my mind. It does. You guys aren't too far from one another, Philly and New York. But yeah, Jean's not here yet. She pops in when she can. Thank you, PK. Thank you. I appreciate that. South of England. I love that. I love that. Well, welcome in, everybody. Let's get into Aries. Let's get into Aries. What do you need to know right now, Aries? What's important right now? Oh, okay. Something's going to cause you a tower moment because you have a sudden change, shocking news, surprise, and empathy, and a transformation. There's a shock. Thank you, Constance. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, Constance does. Constance has bought one of our decks. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Hey, Jean. Hey, Jean. Welcome in, dear. Okay. Aries, what's happening? Aries, 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 Aries. Tell me what in the world? Okay. Okay, so Aries, you have a sudden shock here. And this is a harsh truth about a new beginning. It's a harsh truth about a new beginning. I don't know if somebody's keeping their mouth shut when it comes to their judgment on a situation. So maybe whatever their silence because that high priestess doesn't talk. They use their intuition and they keep their own secrets, but their judgment. This is about judgment. So they're not saying what they're really thinking when it comes to a new beginning. Somebody's kind of shocked at something. I don't know if it is a behavior somebody's doing or something about this person, but there's a new beginning and maybe you're seeing something that just you're kind of keeping your opinion to yourself. It has to do with a new beginning in love. Oh, there may have been a third party in the past. So you're finding out that this person that you're dating may have had a third party in the past, may have cheated in the past. Maybe you're keeping your opinion to yourself because you're kind of feeling your own way through this. You're using your intuition. So your intuition could be guiding you here in this situation when it comes to this. But apparently they have cut out a Queen of Cups. So maybe that something's coming to light to you that's kind of shocking. Well, all of a sudden, this person's coming and telling you, well, I do have this crazy ex who, is still watching us. They're watching us, right? I blocked her, but because I was waiting for an opportunity. See, this person was waiting, looking out to the future. They wanted somebody that would bring them in something more solid and stable as far as a relationship, seeing eye to eye with somebody, having something with somebody new. This other person is not that person. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. This person is alerting you to the fact that they have a stage 5 clinger. still on their heels, right? And they're looking for a relationship, but maybe they should have waited a little longer until they really knew that the coast was clear. But, I've tried to block her, but I know she's still watching us. So, that's kind of creepy. I mean, that's Aries, I can see why you would be a little, you're kind of just sitting there dumbfounded. Probably that's probably why you're choosing to remain silent with your opinion on the situation. Kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. Welcome in, everybody. Please hit that like button for me. Okay, what do we got for Taurus? Cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. I'm cutting down something here. You may be in separation from somebody. You may not be speaking to somebody. This could be anybody. Now, this could be a friend, a family member. This could be a romance. Taurus, you could have, this could be anybody. Just a heads up, guys. Jean wasn't here when I made the announcement. Jean, Magical Fantasy Tarot is on sale, 35% off in the Etsy and on the TikTok shop. So just a heads up to that. Thank you, PK. Okay, so let's get into this for Taurus. Okay, I can see what the problem is. This could be an ex-husband, ex-wife, either one, because you're both here. You got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, so you have walked away from somebody who's in and out. Somebody from the past is in and out. They're there, they're gone, they're there, they're gone. They're coming in as a King of Pentacles. You are a Queen of Pentacles here. You want to be single. You're tired of this nonsense. You're walking away and you're ending something. You're looking at something from a different perspective. The person's cheating. So I feel like for you, Taurus, you have decided that there's too much drama and you want a new beginning. You're tired of all of the nonsense and you're moving on. You are just cutting somebody out. You're separating yourself from him. You're stopping the pattern of allowing somebody to go back and forth, because this is a pattern. When somebody comes in and out, in and out, in and out, you at that point, you're just a safe place to lay their head. Do you see what I'm saying? They're not giving to this relationship. You're just convenient to them when they're around, when they want to come back to you, and you're ending this pattern. You're stopping this and moving on. So Taurus. Okay, so tell me about Gemini. Guys, I'm not going to be doing the one question readings at the end. I am going to do a Q&A though. So if you have some questions you need some answers to, like grounding or shielding your energy or anything like that, we can talk about it afterwards. I will be doing a one card reading for my moderators only today, but there will be a Q&A after the reading. So if you're interested in that, stick around. Okay, so tell me about Gemini. What do we got, Gemini? Oh, okay. You got the snake under the bottom of the deck, competition and enemy, the other woman looking over your shoulder. This person, key on a ring. Many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. So you feel like whoever you're around is a player. Yes. Tell me about you seeing something from a different perspective, right? This is, oh yeah, okay, I see you, light bulb moment, right? Where this relationship concerned, somebody coming in offering that cup, you see things from a different perspective, right? You're not saying anything. You're keeping your mouth shut at the moment. You're keeping it to yourself. I feel like you're going to take control when it comes to a new beginning in love. I don't know if this is you feeling like you could, okay, Gemini, you cannot change somebody. If this person is acting like this person's going to change when they choose to change. I feel like trying to take control of a new beginning in love, thinking that you're going to make a difference. If somebody is very much a player, nothing, even though you see it and you're aware of it, doesn't mean you're going to fix it. Doesn't mean you're going to change it. Right? Because this King of Wands has a lot of options here. There's a lot of options here. You're not saying anything, you wanting to control new beginning in love, but this King of Wands has a lot of options, right? You want to talk about this with this person, but it's going to eventually end. See, this is emotionally communicating and saying, hey, I can't do this. We ain't going to play this game. I'm not one of your side pieces or whatever. That ain't me. That ain't me. Today ain't the day and I ain't the one. So there you go. Even though you may have thought you could make a difference, you can't make a difference. Nobody can change somebody else. Everybody has to be able to, they're going to change themselves. No matter if they're right or wrong, they're going to change themselves. Just Siri, thank you, dear. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. Hello, Teresa. Oh, I appreciate you so much, Jasiri. Thank you. Okay, Cancer, you have a new beginning here. You're liberating yourself from something. This is a reborn and transition, maybe after a tragic ending. So maybe this is you, this is like the death card. This is, a transformation or an ending. Jasiri, you will. Well, you will, because that's your desire. You're putting it out to the universe. Manifest that like you already have it, dear. Say that you're grateful for that blessing coming towards you. And that's an easy prayer to answer. And here's the thing. I always look at this, guys, if somebody's unemployed, it's because they choose to be. Anybody looking for a job is going to find one. Kathy and everybody, I'm not doing the one card or the one question readings at the end today. I am going to be doing a Q&A. Guys, if you're interested in a reading, definitely go to my website, book a reading. There's a $10 coupon off of all of the regular readings. The emergency readings are full price. You don't get the discount on the emergency because you go to the front of the line. Okay, so tell me about Cancer. You have a transformation here. You may be manifesting a partner from your past that you want to start again. You want a new beginning with. You want to reconcile with the King of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But you are also matching their energy, Cancer. You're coming in as the Queen of Swords. You're matching their energy straight down the line. This is a strong soulmate connection. You're ready to move forward with this person, but this tells me only if you come correct, right? So if you are manifesting this, you may have thought long and hard. You may have gone back and forth about this wish. You've thought about this. You've put some thought into it. You may be missing this person, but here they come. They've been waiting, and they've been waiting for you actually to get some clarity. They've been waiting for clarity where you're concerned. They're coming towards you as well. I feel like you're both in the same minds. There is a transformation here. I feel like both of you are transforming something for a new beginning. So Cancer, you do have somebody coming towards you. Okay, so tell me about Leo. Leo, what do we got for Leo? Okay. Tell me about Leo. What do we got? Healthy choices. Leo. Leo, are you putting yourself on some vegetarian diet? There's a lot of vegetables here for some reason. Love life, being happy, self-love, self-care. You're taking care of you. New year, new me, right? This is maybe Leo turning over a new leaf in the new year. Deciding to make healthier choices and do better for themselves. Michelle, I will answer that after all 12. So save your question for the end, and I will answer that. That's a good question. And I do have some references for you there. So, okay. So it's been a long time coming, Empress energy. Leo, you are coming in as an Empress. You may get your family involved in this, making healthier choices, because I feel like that 10 of Cups for you is a family situation, and there is emotional communication. This could be to your children. This has to do with stability and an opportunity. You could be at a crossroads about how you begin this or what you're choosing to do. But I feel like this is Leo maybe saying, hey, we got to make some changes around here. I can see Leo being that lion, going in, taking that cupboard apart and throwing out all the crap. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look, this is going to stop. This is going to stop, right? Because I do see a new beginning. Illuminated. There is a new beginning illuminated. This person is serious about what they're doing. I feel like this is somebody who's definitely on the right path to making a good, healthy choices for them and their family for the beginning of the year. Starting now, this may go prolonged. You may be a mom. This Queen of Pentacles could be a mom over the child, mother and child here. In a family situation, you even could be a single parent. And I feel like this is just like you're saying, look, we need to get off our backsides. We're going to stop eating the sugars. We're going to get healthy. We're going to take care of ourselves. This new beginning is illuminated. This is like almost like the fire in this is Leo. So matter of fact, right? So matter of fact in a beginning, like we are going to be doing this. This isn't an option. This is us doing this. So making those healthier choices, Leo. Tell me about, I think it's this weekend I'm going to do it. We haven't put away the Christmas stuff yet. And, that's that spring cleaning type where you just go in and put everything away and refresh the whole house. And yeah, that might be this weekend too. It always makes you feel better. It really does. When you put things away and declutter, and it just puts your whole mind right sometimes. That what the holidays are over so fast. Oh, I agree. It's just like a whirlwind hunt. We used to wait for that, and it seemed like it lasted for a little bit, but now it's like you blink and you're on to another page. It's just so much. Have a good sort out. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh goodness, guys, I swear that's something I need to do in my own room. I have so many crystals and tarot decks, and oh, I'm up to my eyeballs in mystic. I am. I really am. I if there was such thing as you walking into a bedroom and it being a store, it would be my bedroom. It would, it would be my bedroom. I have floor to ceiling built-in cabinets because I own an older home. So there's built-in bookshelves, but there's cabinets underneath filled with crystals and tarot decks and just it's a lot. It is a lot. On both sides, they're on both sides of the room, and they're just floor to ceiling. Yes. And then I have my studio filled with that stuff too. So it's like I can't get away from it. And then my mindset is, oh, I'll save all of this for the bears. No, you won't. TK, I have been reading tarot for about 5 years, reading the public. Reading myself, I have been drawn to tarot for at least 20 years because I've been an intuitive my whole life. So this is just part of, going through different phases. Some people wake up and one day they don't read tarot and the next day they do read tarot. That's not how my gift progressed. I was drawn to it. I wanted to learn it slowly, so I focused on it from probably, I would say, really started focusing on tarot around 2010. So about 14 years ago, but was drawn to it even further back, maybe in the 90s. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I wasn't one that wanted to jump in and just start reading people. I wanted to actually learn it and understand it in my own way, right? Because even if you see a card, somebody's going to read it. Everybody's going to read it differently. And there's no two readers that read alike. I mean, they have a similar outcome, but it's in your style and in how you read. So, but my understanding is I don't need the tarot to do what I do, because I do channel, and my guides tell me, well, this is just a divination tool. It's just how I connect. That's it. The bottom line is, when a reader's connecting, they're connecting to spirit, right? And spirit is guiding this reading and what needs to come out and what needs to be said. So I also do cartomancy as well. Cartomancy, however you want to. Yeah, I can read a tarot. Yeah, because guys, that the only thing missing when you reading tarot with a deck of cards is the pages are not there. And there's no major arcana. So you're really just reading ace through 10, which would be, all of the minors, but the pages aren't there. There's no pages. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jean. So cartomancy, yes. Oh, I need to turn that off. Okay. Yes. Yeah, the only thing is missing is the pages when you're doing cartomancy. Yeah, okay, I see. See, I read it as tarot. Okay, so we are on Virgo. We are on Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? Yes. Yes. I do. The pips. Yes. They're the pip cards. I don't usually refer to them as pips, but yeah, the minor arcana. I know a lot of people do refer to them as pips, but okay, so let's get into Virgo. Virgo, you're going to get out there and start dating. It's time for you to get out there and start dating. Endoras. What's Endoras? Okay, so tell me about Virgo. Virgo, you're going to start dating. You're going to get out there, meet somebody new, setting a date, dating online possibly. You're getting back out there, putting your toes in the water. I feel like you're a little worried. Virgo, I feel ya. I feel ya. You're worried about the mind games and manipulation. You're worried about getting your toes out there because everybody is different. So their profile picture, they look like they are a 9 or a 10. And then when you meet them in person, they don't have any teeth, and they brought their 4 kids with them to dinner with you. It's not a good thing. You're discontent and brokenhearted. You're worried about this. You don't want to be discontent and brokenhearted because you're trying to get back out there. You're trying to walk away from the lies and cheating. You're walking away from somebody who was an actual that, there was always deception. You walk away from deception. I feel like you want a relationship. You're looking for the real deal here. Oh, Jasiri, I couldn't even tell you, hon. I've been doing this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years on here now. I think we're going on our 5th year. So it's hard to tell what I've done in the past. They're saying be patient okay. Yours is a pretty cut and dry, Virgo. You are going to get out there and meet somebody new. You're worried about mind games and manipulation. You don't want to be left discontent and brokenhearted because you will walk away from the deception. You're not interested in somebody who isn't walking the walk and talking the talk. If they say they are 5'2" and 120 pounds, when they show up, they better be 5'2" and 120 pounds. You're not playing with this person. You're not playing with anybody. You're looking for what you're looking for, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has a preference. But what you are saying is that don't be lying and then show up, because I will just turn around and walk right out the door. I'm not even about playing games with anybody. You're being very straightforward. They say be patient for this relationship. It is coming. You will find true love here. You got the Ace of Pentacles here. So just be patient. It's coming. You're going to have success, but you have the right mindset. You have the right mindset. You're just not playing today. King of Fortune cards. Oh, I have so many decks. I have at least 300 decks. At least. I at last count, I was in the 200s at last count, but that's water under the bridge, because I would buy 2 and 3 decks a week. My sayings are classic. You like my euphemisms? You just, I am known for that. If it's in my head, it's out my mouth. Just how it is. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Yeah, people are tired. People are tired of, everything is filtered beyond words, right? And so, there's nothing normal about it. Even if you've ever even watched some of these women put makeup on, I don't know if you've ever seen these, but they have, especially in Asian countries, they'll tape their skin back. There's tape on their face. And then they pull that all off, and they don't even look like the same person. I mean, it is crazy how different they look with makeup on, and because they tape their, I don't know if they tape their contour of their face to where everything is just stretched in a perfect, they make their look like a heart when they're actually have a round face. Cheaper than surgery. I guess it is. But I mean, that would be kind of scary if you took off your eyelashes and you took off your wig and you took off the tape, and then you took out the cotton in your bra, and you unscrewed your leg. You understand what I'm saying? A person could get a little taken aback. It was, if you are not what you appear to be, you know what I'm saying? It could cause a person a little bit of stress, and it would, you go from a 10 to a 2, and it can be a little disheartening, right? I'm just saying, people, we have to let people see you unscrew your leg. I'm just saying. You look like a 10, and then all of a sudden you're a -2, or you don't have any teeth. Maybe that's an illusion too. Yeah, I mean, that's I mean, seriously, what would you do? What would you do if that ended up being next to you? Would you stay, or would you exit? I think the majority of people would exit. Okay, so maybe Virgos run into that, and they're just saying, I ain't playing with this no more. Y'all either come at me correct or don't bother me at all. See you running out the door. Yeah. Oh, I heard one story where this woman was having a great conversation with the guy. The conversation went wonderfully. Everything was checking off, and then they met up, and all of a sudden, this little old man is sitting in the booth, and she thought, "Oh, he brought his father." And she went and sat down, and she says, "Well, when's so and so going to get here?" And he says, "That's me." And she said, "You don't look anything like your picture." "Oh, that picture was taken 30 years ago." Sir, I'm not interested in dating a 90-year-old man. It's just not okay. It's just not okay. I thought that was hilarious. Okay, so let's get into Libra. Libra, you got soulmates, you got soul connection, partnership, soul contract, and life partner. 2 to a 0, honey. Sometimes if you're that far down, you might as well be a 0. It might as well be at the bottom of the barrel. Excuse me. Someone's mastering their emotion, passionately communicating, King of Pentacles, their wish. Their wish. So, Libra, you're showing up in your reading, Queen of Swords here. I feel like okay, I feel like you have two people here. This isn't just one person. This is two people. You have a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, and you have a Aries, Leo, or Sag. And they're fighting with one another. They're fighting with one another. You're wishing to hold back. You need strength because of all of the mind games and manipulation in a situation. You are trapped in your head, Queen of Swords, about healing yourself, healing with a partner. This may be somebody this could be family members that are fighting. This could be anybody. You're wishing to hold back and heal yourself. But I want to know about this connection. What's with this connection? Which is which? It's illuminating the deception and someone's discontent about a third party. Or discontent. No, it's illuminating deception and somebody's discontent about reconciling because somebody wants to offer their cup, but you're at a crossroads. This is somebody who's wanting to reconcile with you. This isn't about a third party. You feel like somebody was deceptive with you, even though you have your soulmates and you feel a strong connection to this person and you may want to be with them. You're at a crossroads about this, Libra, because of some kind of deception. Somebody may be sticking up for you. You're going to stay out of it. It's almost like you have a brother. You have a big brother here. That's what this is. I don't know which one you are with or which one's trying to reconcile with you. But whoever this person is, whoever this King of Cups, they are arguing and fighting, and you're wishing to stay, you're holding back because of the mind games and manipulation. You're not saying anything. You're letting your family member or friend handle the situation. This person's trying to reconcile with you, but you don't want to reconcile because of their deception. You feel like, even though this is a soulmate connection, the soulmate, believe it or not, could be this friend or brother or whoever this person is who's stepping in to protect your honor. I want to say it's your honor. This person is saying, we're not going to treat her any kind of way. This person may be your soulmate. Maybe this is a friend that you haven't seen in that light yet, but it's going to come to light for you. Libra, it's going to come to light with you. You may start a relationship with this person. You may end up in a new beginning because you have a new beginning of a relationship here and somebody being left out in the cold. So whoever this person is who is protecting your honor, so to speak, is the one you're probably going to end up in a relationship with because they stepped up to, they may even be friends with this other person and say, hey, she doesn't deserve to be treated that way, right? She doesn't deserve whatever you're doing. And I feel like you may see this person in a different light because of this, because of their chivalrous action. And yes, chivalry is not dead, guys. There are still a few men out there that will act like that. No, act like that. That's how they were raised. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so tell me about Scorpio. Scorpio, you got a snake here under the bottom of the deck, and you got seduction. You got attracting, teasing, hooking up, a date, third party, temptation. There's a third-party temptation here. Okay. And eating popcorn, Kelly. Wonder what is she going to say next? It's so funny. You guys are so freaking funny. Hey, MJ. Okay, tell me about Scorpio. Scorpio, I feel like this could be being done to you. Yeah, I feel like it's being done to you. So there may be an argument and you're trying to find some peace here. You definitely are holding back because of somebody's betrayal. You may be holding back from somebody because they betrayed you. The harsh truth here. You're wishing to see it from a different perspective. You're taking a whole giant step back, Scorpio, and you are looking at the whole picture here. You want to know all the details. All the details. This person may come to you and try to apologize and try to recover or heal the situation, but you won't speak to this person because you're brokenhearted. That was cut and dry and to the point, wasn't it? You're not going to speak because they broke your heart. See, Scorpio wants the details. They want to know with that the Hanged Man. That is definitely a view from a higher, like a looking down on the city from a mountain. Okay, that's you looking at things from a different perspective, getting a higher angle on the whole thing, so that you can see all the details, right? And this person may even try to come back and say, I'm sorry, and this and that. But, at the end of the day, guys, just remember when somebody says, I was drunk or it wasn't my fault, they did not trip and fall into somebody's lady parts. Okay. They did that intentionally and they're just mad that they got caught. So, no is a complete sentence. Doesn't have to go any further than that. Not interested. No, got somebody at home. Never do to a relationship what you don't want done to you. If you wouldn't be okay with somebody doing it to you, why would you do it to somebody else? Just that simple. Live your life that way. Hi. Oh, Liverpool. The Beatles. Liverpool. UK. Okay, we have Sag. Need time, time cycles, takes time to heal and progression. Things are moving. What's going on for Sagittarius? Tell me about Sag. So I feel like you need strength for a new beginning. You're coming in as Sagittarius, coming in as Empress energy. You may be hiding from other people that you're trapped in your head about an ending. You may not be showing, you're not wearing your heart on your sleeve. These two wanted to come out. I see what the issue is. right off the bat. Now, yeah, you need time. It's going to take you some time. Okay. It's going to take you some time to get over what you've been through. Okay. You need strength for a new beginning. Empress energy. You are hiding how trapped in your head and sleepless nights that you're having. You are how stressed out you are about an ending. You may have been confused. I feel like there's confusion here. And you are closing out a cycle and you're discontent. So this is you ending a cycle and being unhappy in a situation. You're still holding back. You could be holding on to a wish, and it may cause you a tower moment. Okay, so I can see exactly where you're at, Sagittarius, because this is maybe a twin flame. With that Empress energy, I feel like for you, you just want to let go. You being confused and not wanting to tell anybody is a very strong sign that this is a twin. And guys, I'm going to say this, and if people who are twins will understand exactly what I'm talking about. When you are a twin flame and you're going through so much in your head, and you are very much in your head quite a bit about this person, this is not something you want to discuss with somebody who is not in that same situation, because they cannot comprehend how you feel in this. This is something that you can't just talk to anybody about, because their first response to you is, well, just leave them, just move on, just move on. They have no clue on what they're talking about, right? If you could have done that, you would have done that a long time ago. It's not something that you're choosing to stay in. This is something that you are in, period. This is something that you have to live with day in and day out. This is part of who you are and part of your life purpose. This is part of your destiny, okay? This ending leaves you very confused. You're trying to close a cycle out, but you're very discontent. You're still holding on to the dream, to the wish, right? But it causes you a tower moment. You feel like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You want off this crazy roller coaster. You want your person to wake up. It's like, what is taking so freaking long? It will take time. It will take time. Okay, because this is not meant to happen overnight. This is not one of those quick fix things. This is something that's going to progress and grow. You have to learn the lessons. You have to put the work in. That's why this is happening for Sag. That's a very interesting how that unfolded too. So, okay, so Capricorn. Teddy bear. Okay, there's a lot of new love in the air. It's almost like, we're going to go through winter and then spring where everybody's Twitter pated. Everybody, love is in the air. Everybody's fresh and, got their new outfits on, hair's done, nails done, toes are done. I can't, I have to say it. I used to wear nails. I used to have my nails done every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Okay. And there comes a time when you have to just let your nails breathe, right? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I cannot comprehend those long pointy nails. Those long pointy nails. You know what I'm talking about, ladies? I saw a TikTok the other day where somebody punctured their backside. She's talking about she wasn't paying attention and she stabbed herself in the backside. Just like the things that you see, and it strikes you and you go, oh, I could totally see that happening. Everybody wants to look their best, but I'm telling you, Oh my goodness. Okay, so what do we got? So you have somebody who's interested in you, Capricorn, and right out the gate, here you are. Okay. They're interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. You're a little worried about it. You're a little trapped in your head because of the past. See, people, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody, women, they're saying, why are women so this way or that way? Because of the way they're treated these days. You're either called a gold digger, you're either called that you're lazy, that you don't want to wait hand and foot on somebody, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. And it has nothing to do with that. Oh, that we are lying to ourselves that our career is more important. Because if we have our own career, then you're insecure about the fact that we make our own money. If we don't make our own money, then they're a gold digger. They're after your money. Well, half the time when a person's saying that you're a gold digger, they don't have any gold to dig. They don't have any, they still live in mama's basement. There's no gold there for them to be running their trap about. They need to shut that pie hole and start acting right. And now they don't want to pay for a date because they think it should be 50-50. Dating is courting. People are dating to find a mate. If you can't take care of the person that you're wanting to have in your life, why would they want to be with you? And the attitude about everybody wanting somebody to have a 0 body count when the masculine can have, 79, ain't nobody wanting that dipstick that you are sticking in the sewer. I'm sorry, but people, get it together. Get it together. Holy cow. I don't know who's misleading these masculine energies right now, but women are pulling back. This is what look. Somebody might be interested in you, but are you interested in them? No, it terrifies you. It terrifies you because of the past, right? It's going to be the same old shit, different day, right? So getting that mental picture, the truth of the matter, and I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that there are not good men out there and good women out there, because there are all kinds of good men and good women out there. But you get these naive, very naive, easily led young men that think they know what they're talking about. But the problem with this is that they need to be the leader, not the follower, right? If they're believing somebody else's BS, your story isn't their story, right? Be the leader, because a feminine energy wants a masculine to lead. They don't want to have to lead. If I got to wear the pants in the family, what do I need you for? That's the bottom line. If I have to lead, then what do I need you for? Because I can go buy batteries. Or, these days it can just be charged. You just take it how it resonates. So, yeah, and then you're called, yeah, exactly. I don't want to jump on my soapbox because my son says I do that too much. I jump on my soapbox. But I mean, come on, guys. It isn't that difficult. It is not that difficult. The truth is Capricorn, is that you just want somebody who's going to give you equal give and take. The truth is you just want somebody who's going to meet you halfway. You want somebody who's going to be in it the same way you are. If you eat, you help clean the kitchen. If one cooks, one cleans. If, nobody's, he always tries to check me, PK. He does. He keeps me in line. That's his job. That's what he does best. He's my oldest, of course. That's his job. So I feel like you just want to meet somebody and fall in love. You got a King of Cups here. You got a King of Cups that's in love with you. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? That is not just in work, that is in life. Teamwork makes the dream work. You can't do it alone. If you've got to do it all, there's no reason to have somebody else there, right? So at the end of the day, when you find somebody, and this is what Capricorn's saying, I like it that you're interested in me. She knows who this person is, King of Cups. They want a new beginning in love, but are they going to give her equal give and take? She's worried about past mistakes. Guys, the key to all of this is communication. It's communication. Just be communicating. You don't have to be at a crossroads. I feel like, this is about you. It's something coming to light, right? This person's going to understand that you mean what you're saying. I think it's great. We can be together, but I am not here to be a mother or a maid to somebody. I want a partner. That's why I'm dating, to find a partner, right? So, Capricorn, you're being real clear about it. You don't want to deal with somebody who is not meeting you in the middle. And nobody should. Okay, tell me about Aquarius. So, again, Aquarius, you got a surprise invitation, struck by love, having faith. Love is coming. So love is in the air, guys. I don't know. Valentine's Day is coming. That's what this is. Valentine's Day is just around the corner because we got a lot of love in the air right now. People are looking for their partner. They want to have somebody to connect with. So okay, it's been a long time coming, whatever this is. You got a mess going on. Love, have faith, love is coming. Now, love can come in different forms here. I feel like for this person in particular, fate, time is on your side right here. The wheel's turning in your favor. Cutting out somebody and no longer speaking because of betrayal. You've ended something because of some kind of betrayal. You may have some regret and you want justice, but you are closing out a cycle. This may be a husband. The harsh truth is this is a King of Pentacles. This could be a husband. Aquarius, you could be married. You are back and forth wanting a victory to transform a family situation. Now, I don't know if you've ended something with somebody else and you're trying to transform your family situation. It has been a long time coming, but you have strong emotions when it comes to love and commitment with the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I feel like maybe if there were things in the past you are no longer speaking about, any kind of betrayal, I almost feel like that this is something that happened in the past between the two of you. One of you had an indiscretion, but you're cutting out and no longer speaking about the betrayal. So this is we're putting this to bed. We're going to focus on the family, focus on the love, focus on growing and moving forward. That's what you're doing. This is about you having a lot of love for somebody and making that person feel like, let's focus on the positive here and not the negative. Well, welcome in. Okay, so Pisces. Yes, it is a two-way street. Pisces, you got addiction, codependent, obsession. This is restraint. This is the devil card. This is the devil card for sure. So something is oppressive, possessive, codependent, emotionally blocked, controlled, restraint. Okay, these want to come out. You're looking at something from a different perspective about a relationship from the past. Somebody that you really wanted to be with, but a truth is here about this 10 of cups. This is a 10 of cups being somebody that fills all of those cups for you. You're somebody you feel like you have a deeper connection with. You're ending a cycle. You're closing out a cycle. You were back and forth about this, but you see that you see Pisces. This is you. How much fighting there was. This person always wanted to win. You could have been dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. So, somebody, when you fought, this person always had to have the last word, the final word in a situation, which made you even more angry. See, this is a vicious cycle. There's something going on here. You have to see about this person that you've tried to close this back and forth. You're watching Pisces. You're coming in a masculine energy. They are as well, but I feel like you could be a feminine here, but you're in your masculine energy because somebody always would argue with you and have to win. And then you would feel like you had to be strategic and apologize to your partner and reconcile. So they always had to have the final word and you always had to kiss their backside. This is a codependent situation, right? You are confused and now you're trying to hold back from communication because you're brokenhearted. You're realizing they would start the fight and then you would have to apologize to them. So that's love bombing. That's also gaslighting, and you can see how toxic the situation is because now you're brokenhearted. Yes, yeah, Cancer was done quite a ways back. I go in order from Aries to Pisces. So that was Pisces. So guys, we're going to have a Q&A. And first I want to get, is there a question for Constance, Jean, or PK? Only my moderators, guys, because we're going to do a Q&A, but I do want to answer a question for my moderators since they are so fabulous. I think I'm going to limit that to 1 day a week because it can be kind of cumbersome, when I'm answering all those questions. Okay, may I ask what Virgo's plan is for us? Tell me about Jean and Virgo. Jean and Virgo, what's the plan? Well, what I am seeing is this person, this ex, somebody who may have been married to, is caused it. It's. I feel like there's a tower moment in it. So if he had gone back to his ex, there's a tower moment here. Things aren't happening working out the way this person thought they were going to work out. I feel like he's got to make a decision. He's got to make a decision, Jean. I feel like his wish fulfillment is to passionately communicate about a victory, making a decision. So he's finally making a decision where this other person is concerned that he's not. It's caused a tower moment for him. The relationship with the other person has. Okay. What is Capricorn's plan for us? There you go. What is Capricorn's plan for PK? I feel like he's having plenty of time to look at his past mistakes, an opportunity to look at past mistakes out in the cold before he rushes in. He needs to see the error of his ways is really what he needs to do. That's what's happening. I feel like what my first impression seeing that was she thought she was getting a long-term commitment in love, but it caused a tower moment. It's not turning out. If it didn't work the first time, it's not going to work the second time. All she's really there for is to keep him from you. So he already knows he has somebody waiting for him. He has to make a decision now. Okay, Constance, will I get, I don't know if you're going to file it. Wait, that's 2021. Will you get your 2021 tax return this month? I'm going to tell you in all likelihood, without even reading cards, probably not. Probably not, because right now they're so focused on getting the 2023 tax stuff out. The IRS is slow as a snail, and you are on the back burner if it's a past year's tax return. I don't even have to read a tarot card for that. You're waiting. This is you waiting. Pre-Empress is waiting for a transformation. You will not be getting it. You will not be getting it. You will not be getting it this month. Okay, so that's hilarious. Okay. Okay. MJ, I'm not doing any other card pulls today. You guys are welcome to go to my website if you want to book a reading. I have them ranging in all prices, and there's a $10 coupon that you can use if you're interested. My website is quartzrosetarot.com. I do answer questions. I'm going to try to do it once a week on each channel. It gets to be a lot, guys. So I'm going to, a Q&A is good. We don't have to do this every time, but so if anybody has any questions they want answered, you want to know who wanted to know about their energy. It does get a little crazy. That could be part of it. Tab, you could be waking up if you start seeing a lot of repeating numbers. That might be part of it. So maybe it's always a sign from your guides and guardians when you start seeing synchronicities. Right? There's no such things as coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So pay attention to it. As much as even if you're driving downtown and you see, 1313 or 1010 or 1111, when you get a chance, make a mental note and then look it up. Google the number. I actually have the book. The book is on Amazon. If you want to get the Angel Numbers book, there's a really good one. Also, there's a couple books that somebody was saying how to get on their path, or how to, if you're looking to open your third eye and open up your psychic abilities. Now, guys, everybody on this planet has the same abilities. You really do. It is to what degree you are open to it. Because one of the things that has to do with being awakened, there's a lot of fear there. at the beginning, feeling spirit energy, feeling spiritually attacked, or feeling any of that thing can be a little terrifying. And it can be a little terrifying, to say the least. It's not just fear, it's terror, until you can adapt or acclimate or understand what's really happening and get in tune with that inner child and in your highest self, to where you are able to comprehend what's really happening. There's days, and I've been at this for a very, very, very long time, and I've seen just about everything you could possibly see, that I even have questions. You say, you know what I'm saying? I sometimes question, like, what the actual F is happening. Any number, yes, 1033, 1044, especially if you see the same number every day. Now, there's sometimes when I even see my own birthday. I'll see the birthday of my twin on a regular basis. When I see my twin's birthday, I know that that's just him telling me I'm here. That's one of his ways of making clear to me that he's right with me. He's with me at that time. Um, so, it is, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. That's the whole thing. What's the timeline of a tarot reading? I hear personal connection with me coming, but when? Kira, it depends on when you book. I'm one of those people, I'm very Johnny on the spot. And so no matter how many readings I have coming in, I do the dance. I make sure that everybody gets taken care of in a very timely manner. I'm not somebody who sits on it and I'm not a procrastinator. That's not part of who I am. So I'm not one of this person that puts off other people's time and energy. I know that you're asking me a question because you feel you need an answer, and I know how it feels to need something answered, and answered quickly. So I try to work out. I do, if there's emergency readings, they do go to the head of the line, but I always make sure that everybody is taken care of very quickly. Now, what you're saying, okay, what is the timeline of a tarot reading? Oh, okay, I read that wrong. Okay, so you're not asking me about a personal reading. You're asking me about it's different for everybody, hun, because I'm reading for thousands of people. You have to see how it resonates for you. Tarot is not a really good depiction of time, because especially if you're asking, when is this person coming back? Tarot will tell you, if for instance, they give you a 6, that's 6 minutes, 6 days, 6 hours, 6 months. It could be anything. So, you have to just realize, how does it resonate for you? Those are still synchronicities. Yeah, those things tend to scare us, but almost like terrify is a better word for it, because you not knowing what's happening. And people say, they don't believe in ghosts, they don't believe in spirit, they don't believe in this, and they don't believe in that. All that tells me is that person's closed-minded. And because if you really just pay attention, you ever notice that when you buy a car, then you will see all those same cars, how many people drive that same car? You're more self-aware. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the same thing with spirituality. When you understand and you figure it out, you'll start to see it. Okay. If you ignore it and you walk around with your head in the clouds and you pretend that it's not there, of course it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it because you're choosing not to see it. That's like saying that the sky is green when you know it's blue, right? It's actually not blue, it's just a void of color. But Have you ever been spiritually attacked? I don't know. Have you? Have you ever felt energy on you? Have you ever felt pushed or shoved? Have you ever felt the way it messes with me? Spirit will attack your most vulnerable part of you. My most vulnerable part of me is one of my knees. And so, like, I've been walking to get a cup of coffee and not tripping, didn't trip. My knee just went out from under me. It just knocked completely out. And so I knew that was a spiritual attack. I knew it was. I've been driving down the road, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, on the day I'm going to go see my twin, this is how I know it was spiritual. It's the day I'm getting ready to get on a plane to go see my twin. And as I'm driving to work that morning, a brick flew up and shattered my windshield on the freeway. So, yeah, spiritual attack. So, oh, I'm not sure, Kira, I'm not reading cards on that. It could be related to your mother. Did your mother pass away on that day? 010124. It's maybe giving you the date, the first of the year. I don't know if there was something significant that happened for you that day. I've been reading tarot for probably 15, 16 years. I've been drawn to it for 20. Been reading other people, probably 5. I took the time to learn it separately. I've been on my spiritual journey since I was born. Here's the thing, a time for tarot. Everything that you went through in your childhood, everything that you went through in your adolescence, everything that you've gone through as an adult has put you where you are today and has made you who you are. For me, I was claircognizant as a child. And as I got older, I became clairaudient and then clairvoyant. And my third eye opens and I have visions. I feel energy. So I am an empath on steroids. I'm clairsentient, which really just means that you are very in tune with energy. I feel when there's spirit around me. I can hear them. I can, all that good stuff. I don't know that anything really triggered my interest as much as I was just drawn to it. So for me, it was just something like a magnet that I was just drawn to. There was always an interest, even as a child. There was an interest in, like I knew it. Okay, like I knew it. Take it. Okay, so my children. I'm gonna give you a quick one on this one. My children are in their 30s, except my youngest. He's in his mid 20s. When they were babies, when they were 2 and 3 years old, I knew. I always said that one of them would be a skirt chasing hound, and one would marry and be married his whole life. Okay, the energy that those two put off, my 2 oldest, that's exactly their personalities. They're very much their personalities. And my middle one has mellowed in years, but my son is going to be married his whole life. I just know that about him. And another thing, I would refer to my child by another name when they were little. And it wasn't a nickname, it was just a name that I would refer to them as, right? And I didn't do it so much to my oldest, but I did it to my middle son and my youngest son. One I called Luca and one I called Purs. And after a long time trying to figure out, where are these names coming from? Why am I saying this? Well, my middle son and my youngest son were probably my children in another lifetime. And their names in another lifetime were Luca and Perseus, but I would say Pers. And so I come to find out that that's why I'm calling them by a name that they had in another lifetime. For me, this is, but even knowing my youngest is getting his PhD. He's in his middle 20s. He'll be a doctor before he's 30. And I knew when he was an infant that he had to go all the way, that there was not an option for him, that was meant his destiny was for him to go all the way in school. Okay. So I knew those things. Those are things that, are part of who you are. And you know, it just, for me, those doors were always open. Those doors were always open. Oh yes, Kira, condolences for your mom. Definitely. It's possible. It's possible. A serious life event. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Significance. Also, it could be a sign from your mother that she's with you, that you pay attention. If you're getting a lot of, if when someone passes and you start seeing dragonflies or you start seeing hummingbirds or feathers, um, they are significant. Pennies from heaven. When you start finding pennies on the ground, so I see pennies on the ground all the time. I find feathers on the ground all the time. I found a pure white feather on the ground when I was walking with my twin's daughter one day, and that just showed me that he was there protecting us, that he's our protector. I've had a hummingbird fly and just like stay right in front of my face for about 2 or 3 minutes, just looking at me. And I know that's my sister. So, that's just like I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Butterflies are a significant one too. I've had butterflies circle around me. I had a friend tell me, "Wow, that butterfly just doesn't want to leave you alone." And it's like, well, that's a loved one that's making me see that they're present. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's nothing normal about when you have an awakening and your life purpose and you're getting on your path. I mean, you'll start paying attention to and seeing things for what they are, even as much as everything that I went through in my journey, and all the nonsense, and I went through a lot of it. What the one thing that I did hear was that everything that I went through, I had to go through in order for me to be here. So I can't teach, and my part of my destiny is teaching twins, right? Because if I've gone through it, then I can help you on your path a little easier because I've already dealt with it. And when I went through it, there was nobody to hold my hand and say, "Hey, try this, try that." This is why you feel this way. This is why I didn't have any of that. And so because I've dealt with it and I've overcome it, then I can help other people go through the same thing. There's no coincidence to that. I want to say it's 11:11. So they're telling you this is like an affirmation that this is a twin flame journey for you. Okay. See, we all relate to things differently. Yeah, I don't mess with a Ouija board either. I feel like the Ouija board brings in dark energy. I do use a pendulum. I connect with cards, whatever divination tool that you want to use. I also use dowsing rods. Dowsing rods are a good one because that's really a yes and no when you use dowsing rods. When they fold towards you, it's a yes. When they open up, it's a no. You can connect with spirit that way, but make sure, T baby, that when you're opening up something, like I always say, Holy Spirit, angel spirits and guides, only love and light through the veil. I bring in the love and the light, and then I release it by saying thank you and closing it out. Okay, so make sure that you close it out because you don't want to keep a portal open because you could be conjuring shit you have no idea. Oh, okay. Michelle, what was your question again, hon? Because it's been a minute. Yeah, don't play with the Ouija board. Yeah, I feel like they can bring out some things that you don't want. I can tell, Mitch, I can tell when somebody has a twin flame if I'm reading them personally and how the cards come out. Also, a lot you can tell too by their experience and what's happening around them. If they're not sure, oh, believe me, Mitch, if you're a twin, you're going to feel it. You're going to know it. You're going to feel that like a magnetic connection. Like it's not like any other connection. There's no comparing that to somebody you just dated and that could be a soulmate. There's a huge difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. And it's the energy between the two of you. Like I know when I laid eyes on my twin, it was like, oh, there you are. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, oh, okay, I found you finally. But I also knew that I was meant to do something in this lifetime. I have to say that even as a child, I knew that I had a different destiny. I knew I was called to do something. Like my soul told me that. I don't know if it's my, hey, Bino. A lot of people, when they have the clairs, and you just have that clear knowing, because I was always claircognizant. Like I would know things. Like one of the things when I was married, before I was even married to my first husband, he was going out of town, and I told him, your dad's going to have a heart attack when you go out of town. And 3 days later, his dad had a heart attack. And, we had a friend pass away. And as he's crossing the room to answer the phone, I looked at him and I told him that our friend had passed away. And he just looked at me and then he answered the phone. And it was somebody on the other line telling him that. So, there were things that would just come to me and I would just say them, just, like it's just a matter of fact. So, so, it is what it is, everybody's is different. TT, what was your question about tarot? Could you repost it for me? How do you protect your personal energy? You can create a bubble of light. You can pull in light from your solar plexus, which is your prana. Visualize a giant ball of light shooting through you, tilting up, shooting out the top of your head, shooting down to your feet, and create a ball of light that surrounds you. That's bringing in the light of protection. But that's also creating the cross, Christ within me. And to me, that is your biggest protection of your energy. You can call it source, you can call it God, you can call it whatever you choose to. It's still the same thing to me. And that's a higher power. And when you have faith in that and you trust in that, it does protect your energy. Grounding your energy also works. So visualize roots going into the ground, then surround yourself with the light. Twin babies. Oh, no, I don't get into those kind of things, Mitch. I don't try to do medical or, if it comes out in the cards, I'll say something, but usually, I try to stay away from that kind of stuff. I do believe in palm reading. Yes, I believe all divination tools are divination tools. Palm reading, teacup reading, bone reading. There's so many different divination tools that you can use. You're welcome. How would I read the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, and the King of Cups? The King of Cups being Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, somebody who's trying to master their emotions, doing some soul searching about wanting to be with somebody. That's what I would say that as. The Hermit is going within, journeying alone, trying to make a decision, going within. So this King of Cups is going within about who he wants to be with. The Knight of Cups is offering your love to somebody and choosing to be with somebody. They are different because one's using the stars and one's using a tarot deck. So a tarot deck is reading a story. The horoscope is really just how the planets align and what those planets represent determines the horoscope. So I guess it's just another divination tool. The horoscopes is it's almost like things are written in the stars. So how you now, if you're really into that, there's what Western and then there's Vedic. I think it's Vedic. They have different philosophies behind them, but it's all, guys, it's all in the same. It's all the same, to be honest with you. It's connecting to a higher source to find an answer. Yeah, when it's your intuition. It is a journey of self-discovery and knowing absolutely 100%. And the one thing is, know yourself, know your body, know your mind, know that when it's you, right? Because I deal with spirit energy and they will tell me something and they want me to believe that it's my thought when I know damn good and well it's not. Because why? Because I know me. So it's a little hard to pull the wool over your eye when you're so self-aware. Yeah, yeah, okay. See, there's multiple. Yes, exactly. You are meant to come together. You are meant to come together. Here's the thing, Constance, the whole purpose of a twin flame is to raise the vibration of people on earth. But everybody gets so caught up in the romance part of this that they don't see the purpose. Right? So if you're meant to raise, if you have a connection with somebody that is so strong and to where God feels that you can help society as a whole, you're meant to come together. But the reason it's so difficult is because to get to the point where you can handle what you're meant to do, you have to be strong enough to bear that, to be able to uphold what you're meant to do, right? So of course it's going to be difficult because there's so many lessons that need to be learned, and there's even past life karma that has to be overcome in order for the two of you to come together. That's why it's one of the most difficult relationships that you can possibly have. But the outcome is because you're meant to raise the vibration of people around you. See, one of the things for me too, as a twin with my twin on the other side, one of the things is they knew that my twin would be on the other side. So I'm still obligated to uphold what I'm meant to do, right? Raise the vibration. I help other people go through their things. What am I doing? I'm raising the vibration. When I have a spirit come on me and needing to help them cross to the other side, especially an earthbound spirit that wants to cross over, I can send them to the light. What have I done? I've raised the vibration, right? That's part of it. It's not a huge thing to help to lift somebody up. It's not, because as a one-on-one with somebody, we try to be kind. Kindness lifts somebody up, right? But when you're lifting humanity up, it's going to take a lot of us to come together to make that happen, right? And if you haven't paid attention to the shithole that we're living in, you'll understand why all the twins are coming around. Why is it all coming? Because of this. Your personal energy by grounding, centering, and shielding. And how do you sharpen it? Okay, there's a book that I've read that I really, really like, and I don't know, I put it out there. It's called The Psychic Witch, and it's available on Amazon. But it is a step-by-step guide to helping you open your third eye. It'll teach you a lot of things. I don't like the name of the book because I don't feel like it's relevant to the book. I feel like they could have named it something different, and it would have made a bigger impact. Because I feel like it is a how-to guide to opening up to your higher abilities. But it is a good book nonetheless. That person smoking something. Constance, that's not a true statement. This is a soul contract between you and God. Has nothing to do with the devil. The devil doesn't want you to come together. Why God does not? If God didn't want you together, you wouldn't be together. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's all they do. And bottom line, it's all they do. All they are is it's just a person. T-baby, it's just a person. The only difference between you and them is you're walking around in a body and they're not. They're less harmful than you are. You know what I'm saying? They're a ball of energy. They're just a ball of energy. Whoever read you, think twice about going back. I would. That is very misleading information, and somebody that no, that would not be true, and God wouldn't be the one stepping in anyway. God would have that directed by somebody else. All he has to do is direct all of that to be happening. He doesn't have to step in. It is very informative. Faith is one of those things that sometimes, Michelle, we have to get out of our own way. Sometimes when we pray, we will put it down there and say, here, I want you to handle this. Casting your cares does not mean that you're picking up the bag of shit and dragging it off. Okay. When you set that bag down, you leave it there and you walk away and you don't pick it back up. So in other words, if you're having faith and standing and trusting in a higher power to take care of something for you, and then you turn around and you pick it back up as you're leaving, that you're doubting what you're saying. You can't doubt what you're saying. You have to be specific about that, and you have to put it in God's hands and let it go. Release it. Yes, they can be a narcissistic psychopath and have mental illness. Yes, they have flaws. Here's the thing, Galaxy. Overcoming the ego is the masculine's objective. Knowing your worth and value is yours. Okay. So for you to continually and not be codependent to somebody when they are back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it's for you to halt it until you're ready for it. Okay. That's the feminine's objective. The masculine's is to die to ego and come back correctly. Knowing, and that is humbling them, humble thyself. That is a very humbling thing for a masculine to have to release that sociopathic. So what you're saying is that this person has a long road to hoe. The bottom line is this person has a lot that they have to go through to get to where they need to be, but they have to learn that lesson. Because you're not learning the lesson, Kira. If you're learning the lesson, then that will pass. We suffer because we don't learn from unicorns and rainbows, we learn from adversity. And if we keep not paying attention to the lesson, everything that we go through in life is a lesson. Every single thing is a lesson. And if you overcome that lesson and you can get out of your own way and you can put it where it needs to be and put it in the right perspective, then you pass the test. And then you'll find a time where you'll find a lot of peace because you've overcome. I want you, this is a perfect example. So they roamed around the desert for 45 years. Why? It was a 2-week walk. Why did it take 45 years for them to get to where their destination was? Because they didn't learn the lesson. They didn't do what they were told to do. They did not learn the lesson. So they had to keep repeating it until they got it right. And it took them 45 years. They roamed through the desert for 45 years because they didn't want to listen and do what he was telling them to do, right? 45 years. Put that in perspective. It's a 2-week walk that took 45 years because they kept walking around in circles because they did not learn the lesson. Constance, all I can say is there's shit that comes out of people's mouth that you shouldn't listen to. Yeah, some people, some people might say that about me, but, I feel that I'm trying to be as honest and open with people as I possibly can. And when I say that whoever told you that was full of shit, they are full of shit. Just bottom line, that's some bullshit right there. That's some bullshit. So, yeah, they do have egos. You're going to see, you got a lesson to learn. You're going to learn it. He is not humble. He's not humble. And it's not, but T baby, it's not a lesson for you to teach him. It's for a lesson for him to be taught by somebody else, because you're too close to the mix. You're energetically connected if you're a twin, and you can't teach them a lesson and they can't teach you a lesson. Those lessons have to be learned separately in order for the two. Visualize it like a maze. You're in one maze, he's in another maze. You have to go through your maze, and you come out and you'll be waiting here for him to go through his maze. These are lessons that have to be learned before you can walk forward. It's a long walk. It is a long walk. But he put that there for a reason. For you to realize, look, if you don't learn the lesson, that's why I always say, especially when it comes to Virgos, and I don't have anything against a Virgo, but a Virgo will think it through and think it through and think it through and think it through, and then they'll think it through again. Okay. And the problem with a Virgo is they'll go around the mountain, they're carving the road, right? Right? They go around the mountain once, they're thinking about it the whole way, and then they don't make the decision to change it. So what do? They go around that mountain again, yet again, yet again, yet again, yet again. They go around and round and round. Yeah, Constance, I feel like most twins are drawn to me for a reason. Hi, Nicola. I'm not answering questions right at the moment, but I will tell you that I feel like he took it back. So he's love bombing you. So he's telling you he loves you, and then he's saying, "Oh no, I was just kidding." Shut the door and ignore him for a couple weeks and see if he figures that out. Just saying. Starlight, I'm not doing tarot readings right now. I'm just doing a Q&A. What is your twin's zodiac sign? I don't know. You would have to tell me that. I mean, I could tell you with a card, if I pulled a card, what it is, but here's the thing. He's got to figure, there's a karmic usually in the midst of a twin flame journey that's going to be the one teaching the lesson, right? You think that this person is there just to cause mayhem, but actually they're meant to teach you the lessons, because they're hard learned lessons. Maybe that's that person's karma. Maybe they're having to pay for karma. Maybe this is part of their destiny as well. They are painful. They are painful, but they are the ones that teach you the most lessons. They prepare you the most. They do. They prepare you the most. I'm going to tell you, if you knew me 15 years ago, you would think I was a different person. I am a lot more calm and reserved. I mean, I'm not even kidding you when I say that I would punch somebody and then ask questions. Back in my day, I was a little feisty, to say the least. I mean, I was like, no, I am way calmer than I used to be. And people would go like, really? Oh my God, yes. Yes, I am not the same person. But I have been through a lot. So, and at the end of the day, guys, here's the thing. No matter all, and I've been through some shit, okay? I don't hold any kind of bitterness or resentment or anything when it comes to anybody who has done me dirty. I don't, because I don't choose to carry the pain that they caused me. I choose to forgive it and release it back to the universe. So when I sleep at night, I'm not bothered by anybody or anything. I let go of all things that don't serve me. Now, you don't learn that lesson overnight. That is something that you come to know by dealing with all of this for so long. Yeah, they are persistent, that's for sure. No, you're not supposed to teach your twin anything. You're supposed to learn the lesson. T baby, you're supposed to focus on you. You're not supposed to focus on them. Matter of fact, the best thing for you to do, the quickest way to get that twin to learn the lessons is to completely ignore that twin. Pull back your energy from that twin, and that twin will learn their lessons even more, because they'll be coming. That's where you get the runner chaser, runner chaser, runner chaser. When you pull back your energy, they come running. When they pull back their energy, you come running. You see what I'm saying? It's a back and forth. It's a back and forth until you finally get it right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's going to stalk. She's going to be there until her energy is pulled away. Like, there's going to be, like with all things, it will eventually fall away when it's meant to, when the lessons are learned. See, the problem is he's in his ego. He's not learning the lesson, because if she can still manipulate him, he hasn't learned his lesson. He hasn't. So, until he learns it, that's still going to happen. And yes, there is a lot of witchcraft that's done in a twin flame journey. Because the devil, because you got to look at this as spiritual warfare. They do not want us to come together, because what is the end goal, guys? The end goal is raising the vibration of the people on earth. The devil does not want you to pull all of the people that he's tried to steal back up. Okay. So if you're helping other people, you're raising the vibration. The negative energies down here, right? You're pulling them up out of the negative nonsense. It's like a drowning man. You're pulling them out of the water. Okay. That's the end goal here, for you to raise the vibration of somebody. The negative energy will be going underneath it. If you're looking at it as from a spiritual aspect, good versus evil, the evil do not want you to pull all of these people out of they want those souls. You understand? This is spiritual warfare. Just visualize yourself as an earth warrior. You're a warrior. You're here to fight a battle. You are here to fight a battle. This is more about the battle than it is this is more about the war than it is the battle. The battle is you getting to a place where you are armed and ready to go. Okay. That's the battle you're fighting right now. And you're in the midst of a love connection that needs to be like Wonder Twin powers activate. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be able to come in and have a meeting of the minds, that the two of you, like this person's going to protect you. They got your back. You got their back. You see what I'm saying? And this is how people get so caught up in the part of all of this that they forget about what this is really about. it yes and no. I feel like if they've truly learned their lesson, they're not going to. If they've learned their lesson, they're not going to be so easily swayed. They're going to be in power. Why do you think, if you look at the tarot of an emperor, the emperor has gray hair and a long white beard? because it's taking him a very long time to get his shit together. You do protect one another. Yeah. They didn't listen is exactly right. Happen naturally. T-baby, you never cast on your twin. The only thing I would say if you're casting something for your twin is to protect them from negative energy. You're sending out a protection spell, a protection to protect them and give them strength in time of need. But that can be done with a prayer instead of guys, Psalms are curses. You understand that? Those are spells, right? So, you're speaking anything into existence with intent is a spell, right? So if you're putting anything towards your twin, it's not for you to teach them the lesson as much as it is for you to maybe help them to pray for their eyes to be open, pray for their to have the strength to stand and face things. Yeah, well, sometimes they don't really need our help, guys. They really don't. You got to look at it from a different aspect. They're the masculine. You're the feminine. Okay. In all tradition, the masculine would be protecting the feminine. Why are you thinking that you need to protect the masculine? The masculine needs to protect you. That's the role that he's been given, right? And so you're a helpmate, but you're definitely not his protector. There's a higher power for that. That's the protector. You'll know that you're a twin. You'll know. And so you don't it has nothing to do with moon sign, sun sign. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the connection that you have with somebody, telepathic, so forth and so on. I was telepathically connected to my twin and still am. I can communicate with my twin, even though he's on the other side. Thank you, Dragonfly. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, I need to run. It is 12 o'clock. I need to get my readings done for tomorrow and take care of clients. So thank you all for being here. And I will be back on Cancer tomorrow at 10. And I hope you all have a blessed day.